Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025 pre-show. I'm Kyle Bossman. The main show, Opening Night Live, the one with Black Ops 7 and Resident Evil Requiem, hosted by Jeff Keighley. That's soon, but not yet. This is the waiting room. And the secret about the ONL pre-show is that it's good itself. We've got an absurd amount of trailers and reveals and premieres right here in the lead up. So let's not waste another microsecond. Here's a brand new game reveal.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
Non, Bubsy 3, Bubsy 3D. Pas dans le genre dans une vidéo de GG, bah voilà, Bubsy 3D.
Forget about that. Let's talk about the
Donc un nouveau jeu Bubsy.
Bubsy 4D.
Pas forcément très fan
Now
de
this
l'addition.
I like.
Pas un peu les couilles, je vous avoue.
So, where are we going next?
Baissez un peu le son.
Don't mind if I do. Psych. They call me the orange.
Attends.
Do any of these outfits come with pants?
Voilà.
You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime.
Ah, j'espère que ça sera bien pour vous. C'est beau, mais bon. On bat un peu les couilles. Ok.
The first
Next.
game I ever played on my PlayStation 29 years ago was Bubsy 3D. If you told me back then that one day I would be introducing Bubsy 4D to the world, I'd say, yeah, that sounds about right. Now let's keep this pre-show poppin'. Here's another brand new game announcement.
Ok. Alors. Dans l'espace. Bah. Les graphismes sont pas incroyables, donc ça. C'est du pixel. On est sur du pixel art. Bien, ça a l'air quand même cool. Avec mes petits popcorns, c'est pour ça que je parle pas beaucoup. Ok. On dirait un FTL, un mix FTL. Je sais pas quel autre jeu. Ah bah il y avait écrit FTL. Battlestar Galactica. Ok. Fan de la licence Battlestar.
You're watching the Gamescom Opening Night Live pre-show, which will basically be me teeing up wall-to-wall trailers in the time before the main event. We do have an interview coming up with the project lead
Bon, je trouve pas très beau.
Keeper. For now, here's a trailer for a LucasArts classic.
C'est un FTL like, c'est pas très grave.
Night Dive Studios.
Ok, Atari, LucasArts. Ok, on est en 1990. Bon jeu de cow-boy. Bon, les jeux rétro un peu remaster quoi. Ah, Outlaw Remaster. C'est pour ceux qui aiment bien les jeux rétro. Hein.
If you thought maybe I was exaggerating a little bit when I said this pre-show is filled with exciting and
Bon, c'est clairement pas les jeux que je retiens pour le moment. Hein.
Because it's my job. Normally you'd be right. However, sometimes a trailer is actually just unmistakably exciting and really good, like this one.
Ok, bon trailer. Alors. J'aime bien la DA. Oula. Ok d'accord. Vraiment pas le type de jeu auquel je joue. un jeu japonais donc c'est n'importe quoi. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc?
In this
Densha
year's
Attack,
Xbox
okay.
showcase, Double Fine announced their first new game since Psychonauts 2,
Ah mon chelou.
called Keeper. And joining us tonight in a recently pre-recorded interview is the game's project lead, Lee Petty.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So you showed a first look at gameplay of Keeper. The game itself is about the lighthouse, but also
Ça on
the
l'avait
bird
déjà vu
as
ça.
well, right? This duo. And I'm
Déjà vu
curious
quelque part.
about whether that was conceptualized first as like imagery, like it sounds like a cool idea, or if that was conceptualized first from like a gameplay standpoint.
I always think about the total experience more than say mechanics and art.
Super.
A lot of the game is about, you know, this lighthouse waking up
Donc
after
tu joues un
eons of going
phare.
dormant and learning to walk. And the
Après
bird is part
un
of
phare à
that, right? So
l'abandon
the
qui
bird and the
se
lighthouse
réveille.
are perfect companions because they're different.
Et
At
tu
the
te lances
same
dans un
time, the
voyage
bird is wary of dark
à
spaces
travers des
and
mondes.
there's a malevolent
On
presence around the
va
island
voir.
that the lighthouse can keep at bay.
Ça
So
peut être
together,
comme le
those
jeu,
two set out on this
un peu
tale,
un jeu
and their abilities
contemplatif.
complement each other, but also the bird becomes, I think, kind of the emotional
Le jeu est
heart of the
censé
game.
sortir
You
le
have an
17
extensive
octobre.
background as an art director, right? I
Ça
think
arrive
that's
bientôt.
apparent when anybody just looks at Keeper for the first time. So I'm curious about your inspirations.
Peur
You
m'en
know,
bat un
there's
peu
so
les
many
couilles.
inspirations for
Même que j'aime
Keeper,
bien les
and
jeux
one of the ones that really stuck
contemplatifs.
out was the Dark Crystal. I saw it as a kid,
J'ai
and
fait
it
un
was
jeu
really
contemplatif, je me
inspiring
rappelle
to me
plus.
because it felt like such a different take on a fantasy world that I hadn't seen before, and it was beautiful, but also a bit tragic. It was scary at times, but also really
je
playful
ne sais
and fun.
Do the bird and the lighthouse have names?
Yeah, well, at least the bird
Si je le-
does, and we
Ah.
call the bird Twig
Cherche dans ma-
internally because she has a beak that is made of driftwood.
But for now, the lighthouse.
Attendons,
is
regardez le
simply the
gameplay de
lighthouse.
Keeper.
It's just simply the lighthouse, yeah.
Lee, thank you so much for joining us here in the pre-show. When will people be able to play Keeper?
On October 17th this year, which
Voilà,
is
juste
coming up
sans.
really soon, and we can't wait for people to get in there and experience
Sans le jeu on escaladait.
strange,
Un jeu
beautiful
contemplatif un peu
world
pareil.
for themselves.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Pas du tout même vibe, pas du tout même
Well,
ambiance,
that
mais
was a
voilà.
great interview.
Autre jeu contemplatif.
And if you thought this pre-show couldn't get any more masculine, buddy, watch this.
Ok, on va voir.
At last, Castle Grayskull is mine. Not so fast, Skeletor.
C'est musclor ça.
Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Cruel Destruction coming soon to all platforms.
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction.
Ok, bon encore.
Beat 'em up action that puts the power in your hands.
On est sur du jeu rétro.
Fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. It's
Oh,
powered by pixel
beaucoup de jeux rétro hein.
for your gaming
Il va y avoir un vrai marché pour ça.
computer.
J'en vois pas du
He-Man,
tout.
the
donc
Masters of the
Ça c'est pas du
Universe,
tout.
Dragon Pearl of Destruction coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
Thanks for joining us here at the Opening Night Live pre-show. We're only about halfway through. It's a sufficiently chunked up show. And just to prove my point, here's a new trailer for Absolum.
Alors qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ok, beat'em all. Beat'em up en 2D. Absolum. Ok.
October 9th. That's a release date reveal. And I think Frog Mage reveal too. That was cool. Now, if you'd like to take a break at this moment, maybe grab a water and some snacks,
Absolum.
I really can't recommend it.
9
Here's a
octobre
brand new
2025 qui est
look at
censé être
Long
prévu
Gone.
en cette semaine. Oh, un jeu pixel art, ça me fait penser à... comment ça s'appelle ce jeu là où tu fais des shows en pixel art qui était grave bien et qui était un peu dur, mais j'ai kiffé, je l'ai fait plusieurs fois. C'est God with me watching. C'est trop pensé, c'est la même DA. Vraiment pareil. Alors Gods Will Be Watching, hein. Si vous aimez bien les jeux, donc c'est exactement la même DA, donc full pixel art, mais bien fait, avec une bonne histoire et tout. Donc Long Gun, ok. Pas de date de sortie. Wishlist sur Steam. Un survivant qui doit échapper aux zombies.
Frankly, I'm impressed by the amount of nice worldwide reveals they book for this show. Here's another one.
Ensuite, par les créateurs de Ghost Runner. Oh, c'est beau. Facile. Là, les soldats français. Soldats français de la Renaissance qui se transforment en zombies. Vibe très chelou. Ouais, le drapeau de la France, ouais, c'est bien français. Ah, c'est la première personne, ok. Ouais, donc c'est les mêmes gars qui ont fait ouais, Ghost Runner. Le studio c'est One More Level. N'importe quoi mais ça a l'air trop drôle. C'est très beau aussi. Valor Mortis. Valor Mortis.
So it's my sworn duty as
2026.
pre-show host to make people excited about Gamescom opening night live. Thing is, you can't just tell someone to be excited.
Ah, tu te battais pour Napoléon, ouais, donc et t'es mort et tu reviens à la vie. Ok.
You have to give them a reason to be excited. So, here they are, the top 10 reasons to be excited for Gamescom opening night live 2025.
Marrant.
Number 10, hearing people make noise when someone asks if they're excited. Number 9, a new trailer from The Outer Worlds 2. Number 8, the emotional adventure of seeing a new game for the first time and not knowing if it's free to play or not until the end of the trailer. It's anyone's guess these
Bon,
days.
on bat un peu les couilles hein, des
Ninja Gaiden 4 is showing up, and every time there's an Azuna drop,
temps morts.
someone in the audience always goes, "Yeah!"
Ouais.
6, knowing there's no Silk Song, understanding there's no Silk Song, but still thinking, what if there's Silk Song? Number 5, Ghost of Yote is in this? PlayStation just had a 19-minute gameplay blowout. You have to wonder what they've been saving for Gamescom. Is that Wolf gonna do something crazy? Number 4, Silent Hill F going full freak mode. Number 3, WatchCom.
Ok, pardon. Ah, j'adore ce jeu, je l'ai dans ma... Planète, je sais pas quoi là. Planète.
Good morning, Commander. The cooperative state has honored me with the supervision of your
Ça fait déjà plusieurs fois qu'on le présente. Pas qu'il le présente.
Get you back up to speed before our lives are on the line.
Un peu une vibe un peu chelou, mais j'aime trop. Ça change. PVKK ça s'appelle. Ça a l'air un peu beau et tout, il y a un peu de gestion, un peu de tout, ça a l'air pas mal. Genre un gros canon. Un canon de défense planétaire.
Separatist vessels approach. They wish to eliminate this facility. Destroy them before they do.
The days fly by when you love what you do.
Ils n'arrêtent pas de le teaser, voilà, PVKK. Planète verte en 2026. Ok, bon d'accord, on a toujours pas de date, 2026. Apparemment c'est un peu comme Paper Please, mais voilà. Mais voilà, le gameplay vous voyez. J'avais plusieurs trucs. Ok. Je suis bon. C'est un peu Alien Isolation. Le qui avait extrêmement bien marché. La même vibe. Sauf que là il y a des robots apparemment. En vrai, ambiance très stylée. Ah. Routine. Routine. Jeu de science-fiction et d'horreur. On joue sur une lune abandonnée qui devra arriver fin 2025.
Now, we've got 3 more videos and not a lot of time left before ONL
Jeu de survie.
begins. So next up, 2 trailers back to back.
Ok, deux trailers à la suite maintenant.
You're no different. My lord, he's here.
Mhm.
I bid you walk the mortal world once more. Fallen leaves return to their roots. You shall gather the souls that stray.
Vibe très stylé aussi. Beaucoup de jeux beaux. Hein. Ça change des jeux rétro d'avant. Bon, c'est un Souls-like. Waouh. Ah, ça a l'air stylé quand même. Hein. J'aime beaucoup l'ambiance. On a des pouvoirs. Oh. Ouais, c'est classe. Hein. Waouh. Ah, les boss sont très stylés.
The living cast their dead to flame, and sacrifice ignites the war banners.
Here we go again.
C'est un peu à la Wukong. Bah ouais. Ok.
If you know not life, how can you know death?
Sword of Legend. Bon, le nom passera, mais. Très stylé. Sword of Legend, je ne le trouve pas sur Steam. Donc. Ça, ils disent Microsoft Windows. Action RPG chinois. Ok, bon, bah on verra. Hein. Ok, bon, Focus Entertainment on connaît. Jeu de camion. Moi, ça, les passionnés de Truck Simulator vont kiffer.
Bad news, Deacon. Storm's almost on top of you.
I got eyes on it.
You can still turn around, you know.
Pineview won't hold out. XTC Logistics.
They said you were coming. But take care now, you hear?
Let's get it done.
Road Kings. Mais what the fuck? Road Kings est sur Steam, de sortie prévue 2026.
That was not the last King of the Road you're gonna see in this pre-show. I've got one more trailer for you, a brand new reveal for Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
Ok, Sonic Racing. Bon, ça on en avait déjà entendu parler aussi. Sonic Racing Crossword. 25 septembre. Hein. Bientôt, le mois prochain. Par contre, 70 balles. Waouh. Les gars nous pètent la gueule. Alors en quoi ça va différer d'un Mario Kart ou quoi? Bah apparemment parce qu'il y a des collabs avec Pac-Man. Voilà, bon, faut être un fan des jeux Sega quoi. Ah mais c'est deux jeux différents.
And that
What the
concludes
fuck?
another 10 out of 10 pre-show. Up next, Black Ops 7, Ghost of Yotei, Silent Hill F, Resident Evil Requiem, even more apparently. It is time for
Je sais pas si c'est
Gamescom
deux jeux
Opening
différents.
Night Live 2025. Thanks for watching.
Possible. Ok, plus 18. Ceux qui ont moins de 18 ans, vous partez. Personne de toute façon.
Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Ouais, Jeff Kelly. De retour. On l'a vu au Summer Game Fest, on le voit à la Gamescom.
You guys ready?
Ouais.
Guten Abend. Welcome to Gamescom. We get the switch. All right. This is opening night live. Hello, everybody, and this is the kickoff to the biggest games festival in the world right here in Cologne, Germany. We've got over 5,000 fans in the hall here at Cologne Messe
Gamescom
tonight.
qui se déroule
Welcome, everybody.
en Allemagne.
And by the end of the week, more than 300,000 people will walk the show floor, which for the first time has more than 1,500 exhibitors. It turns out that E3 didn't die, it just moved right here to Germany.
Ouais, une
And of
cinquantaine
course, there are
d'exposants et tout.
millions
Waouh,
who
waouh,
are
waouh.
watching live around the world. No matter where you are, we're all connected tonight as one global community to celebrate the art, creativity, and joy of games, from the boldest indies to the biggest blockbusters. Today, the game industry has never been more dynamic. Clever ideas from small teams are breaking through in huge ways. This summer, Peak, a co-op climbing game created by Aggro Crab and Landfall Games, stormed the charts on Steam, and right now I can announce for the first time it has sold over 10 million copies to date. Congratulations to the team. And there's also other fun ones, like you guys have probably played Date
Bon, je vous
Everything,
laisse
a wild dating sim where you can romance
c'est
a
un pour
treadmill
l'intro.
or a curtain. It's on Steam right now. Check it out. It's sold an estimated 500,000 copies. And all these successes prove something important. Small teams with big ideas can change the industry. And that brings us to one game made by a handful of developers in Australia. For 6 years, Team Cherry has been crafting Hollow Knight Silksong. It is highly anticipated and Steam's most wish-listed game. Well, tonight, I can finally definitively tell you that Silksong is 100% actually launching this year.
Ok.
Behind me, you're seeing some brand new
Pour ceux qui
Silksong
attendent ce jeu.
gameplay, the first extended look since the last trailer in 2022. And starting tomorrow, you guys here at Gamescom can play a demo at the Nintendo and Xbox booths.
Je joue à la
There you
démo.
go. Silksong is real. And on Thursday, Team Cherry is going to be sharing some news as part of a YouTube premiere on their channel, so make sure to check that out. Tonight, we'll give you a first look at this holiday's biggest games, like Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and Ghost of Yotei.
Bon, Call of
plus
Duty,
major news on
Ghost of
Prime Video's
Yotei.
Fallout Season 2 arriving in December. And later, we'll have a special performance of the music of Claire Obscure Expedition 33, one of this year's most celebrated games developed right here in Europe. Plus, a brand new look at Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom, and the world premiere of the opening cinematic from World of Warcraft Midnight from Blizzard. Now, as always, ONL is also about surprises, and we do have multiple brand new AAA game announcements and reveals over the next 2 hours, so stick around right until the end. This is our biggest opening night live we've ever done, so let's not waste another second. It all begins with this.
Ok. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
It brings me such satisfaction to see you here. A witness to my work. You will know fear.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake up.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Bon. Les Call of Duty, c'est vraiment. Pas vraiment cool. 2035, ok.
We're bringing peace and security to the world.
He refuses to let me go. Stop looking backwards, Dave. What matters is what we do next. A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Il y a tout qui altère le monde, du coup.
This isn't real.
Waouh. Ok, bon, il va y avoir des sauts, des gros jumps, des maps un peu bizarres. Des grappins, ok. Drôle de la marche sur les murs. Ouais, ils ont fait le truc à la Battlefield, les bâtards. Des suites, ok. Des wing suites là. Ah, ça c'est une référence à Black Ops, hein, là. Mason, Alex Mason, on se rappelle. Wow, il y a des titans encore. Oh là 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 là, le bordel. Bon, Call of, c'est devenu un délire maintenant, faut aimer. Voilà, bon, toujours 1 milliard de skins et tout. Franchement, moi, Call of, ça me hype plus du tout. Avant, j'étais un grand fan. Mais... quand je vois tout ça, bon, il y aura du zombie. Il y aura du zombie en vue isométrique, d'accord. En vue du dessus. Bon, Black Ops, moi, c'est plus... ça redescend vraiment. Ça part vraiment loin. Ouais, ils vont parler de Black Ops.
Hello, guys. Congratulations on the reveal. Welcome, Miles and Natalie, to Opening Night Live.
Thanks for having us. We're very excited to finally talk about this game.
Yeah, excited. Let's get into it.
All right, well, that trailer was obviously intense. Black Ops is back. Twisted world of Black Ops as always, and it looks like you're definitely pushing the envelope again.
Absolutely, Jeff. It's been a long road, and we're thrilled to finally be sharing what we've been building. Black Ops 7's got a bold vision of the future. We're diving into 2035, and it's a future that feels real, just out of reach, but it's twisted in only the ways Black Ops could. And, you know, you come to expect what you got there. It's a world of fear. The shadows are gone. Nothing is what it seems.
Yeah, 2035 setting. So the question is, you know, we're wondering, how does Menendez, how does this all fit into the Black Ops timeline?
Yeah, so we're pulling threads from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 6. But don't worry, don't get it twisted. This is a beast of its own, Black Ops 7. We're stepping into a world spiraling from the return of Raul Menendez.
Quand on jouait à Black Ops 1, jamais je me serais dit qu'il y allait avoir Black Ops 7 un jour.
All right, well, I'm curious who the protagonist is, so you can tell us who's stepping into the light in this game.
Yeah, David Mason returns, but he is not the same. He's carrying deep scars. Some you can see, some you can't. And he's got a new
David Mason revient.
Every mission, every move is a test.
Now, what makes the story stand apart? Yeah.
We're also introducing the Guild.
Yes.
Important to mention, a global tech force that claims to be humanity's last line of defense against this mysterious threat. And their CEO, Emma Kagan, is a visionary leader with a clear mission, but how she chooses to confront this crisis is often at odds with David and his team. So it's not a battle of good versus evil, it's a clash of philosophies. What kind of future are we building, and who gets to decide?
All right, so some deep thoughts there. So yeah, tell us about, how does this story stand apart this time?
It's the characters.
Okay.
So the story is about identity, memory, and consequence. And we've crafted this cast like pieces of a puzzle. So each one has a reason to be there, and each one brings something unique to the table. And we've also got our central city of Avalon, which is more than just a backdrop. It's a living, breathing space that evolves with the player. And it's also where our story roots take hold.
All right, well, one thing we want to talk about is gameplay, and I understand you're doing a co-op campaign for this one?
That's right. From the start, we wanted to make a
Il y aura une campagne coop.
campaign. Black Ops 7 can be played solo or up to 4 players.
Jusqu'à
It's a
4.
shared experience, and every mission has been handcrafted for variety. Tone, pacing, gameplay, location. You're going to be running on the rooftops of Japan, exploring the Mediterranean coast, and then diving deep into the human psyche. All of it has been crafted to really add clues to the story and offer their own gameplay focus.
Wow, so wild story, co-op campaign, you are
On
definitely
vend
pushing
comme d'hab, hein, de
boundaries.
toute façon.
Yes, we are. Black Ops 7 is all about innovation across the entire game, and not just in gameplay, but in how we tell stories, how we connect players, and how we build worlds. And this is just the beginning. There's more to come at Call of Duty Next, including multiplayer and zombies. But for now, we hope you guys are excited to step into something
Bon, ça y est,
new
de toute façon,
and experience
multiplayer,
something
pas
truly
multijoueur, pardon.
Amazing. All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, thanks so much, guys. And now, here's a behind-the-scenes look from the rest of the Call of Duty development team. Thanks, guys.
Ok.
Black Ops 7 brings an all-new way to play the Call of Duty campaign. This time, you're not going in alone.
Oui, voilà. Première fois campagne coop. Campagne coop. Putain, mais j'arrive pas à parler.
You can bring your friends, you can make some new ones, and there's a whole bunch
Première fois
of
campagne
adventure
coop.
even after the story.
For solo players, we really make sure that they can engage in the campaign the way they want to and feel like they're truly playing a Black Ops story.
What's going to be fun is having each player in your squad gravitate towards their own play style and then really playing it off of each other.
We've crafted this as an inherently social mode that features the amazing linear Call of Duty missions that our community loves.
Mission variety is at the core of the Black Ops 7 campaign. The pacing shifts between high-intensity combat, stealth-driven objectives, and
Ah, ils ont remis la map du bateau là, Eject.
challenge your perception of reality. Avalon serves as the narrative's anchor throughout, but the campaign stretches far beyond its borders, both geographically and thematically.
It's dynamic and full of opportunities to explore, experiment, and experience the story in new ways.
And in the culmination of the co-op campaign, we're unleashing something bold, the endgame. It's a proving ground to put everything you've mastered throughout the campaign to the test. The endgame is a brand new PvE social experience where you and your squad will need to survive overwhelming odds, adapt under pressure, and break the rules of what you thought a campaign could be. Each run is a new step in your power journey as you wield personalized abilities and face unexpected
Nouvelle
challenges.
habilité.
And here, all of Avalon opens up.
It gives us a lot of freedom to have some fun with the gameplay mechanics, player movement. Players really can turn the map into their playground.
This is your chance to explore the world beyond the mission.
That's just a quick look at what's to come with the campaign. Every mode of this game is built with the intention to deliver the best possible experience to our players. So whether you're a Call of Duty veteran or new blood, there's something for you in Black Ops 7.
All right, for much more on Call of Duty Black Ops 7, make sure to watch the full-length Black Ops 7 Direct and tune into Call of Duty Next
Bon voilà,
on September
pour
30th.
toujours les fans de
Still to
Call
come,
of.
we'll
Hein.
have news on Fallout Season 2 and the announcement of a brand new game from Adventure
Parce que
Game
franchement,
legend Ron Gilbert.
je sais
I grew
vraiment
up
pas
playing this game,
qui
and I
ramène.
can't
Hein.
wait to show you his next
Parce qu'il y a vraiment
a little bit later. All right, who's ready for our first brand
d'autres
new
joueurs,
game
des nouveaux joueurs sur
announcement
Call of.
tonight? I figured you'd feel that way. Well, to do the honors, please welcome back to ONL, one of the most respected and recognizable hosts in esports. She's my co-host, Shox.
Tu vois ce qu'il dit sur Wikipédia. Ah, les chiffres ils descendent bien quand même. Hein.
Hi
Hop.
everyone, thank you so much, Jeff. It is so great to be back here at Gamescom and ONL. I just had so much fun
Oh
last
non,
year that
en
I
vrai
had
ils
to
sont
run it
encore.
back. And let me just say, we have an unbelievable show for
Dernier qu'on a, c'est
tonight.
Vanguard à
And
30
now,
millions
without further
en player.
ado, it's time for our first new game
Il y a beaucoup de jeux qui aimeraient bien faire 30 millions. Hein. Après c'était en 2022, on c'était déjà il y a 3 ans. Hein. Après le reste on n'a pas les chiffres. Bon voilà, alors nouveau jeu. Ok bon, univers très stylé encore.
So I ask you, will you harness this darkness within?
Il ressemble à Raynor de ouf.
Our so-called lords. Retribution.
Jeu toujours plus épique. Et très stylé, hein, j'adore. Les cinématiques elles sont magnifiques à chaque fois. Mais ça pourrait tout aussi bien être un jeu mobile quoi. C'est ça qui est chiant.
But should you fall,
Ok, donc t'es mort et tu recommences. Allez. Lords of the Fallen. Ah, ça sera sur Epic Games Store.
All right, Lords of the Fallen 2 is official, set 100 years after the last game as a fragile veil between the living and the dead begins to tear. CI Games promises
Il y en a déjà un qui était sorti, j'avais jamais entendu parler. Il y en a un qui est sur Steam, qui était apparemment plutôt positif. Il est en promo actuellement si vous voulez. Du coup, ce sera le 2.
Next year, it's making the leap to become a major anime. And tonight, we're breaking the news with your exclusive first look.
Exclusive Xbox.
Sashina.
Il y a une DA très spéciale aussi. Un peu animé avec des détails quoi. Adapté de Sekiro. Ah bah oui. Ah oui, on reconnaît le personnage principal. Avec le bras en squelette là. Sekiro no Defeat. Comme il expliquait dans Crunchyroll. Ah mais c'est un animé, c'est bien ce que je disais. Bon, my bad, bah voilà, je disais c'est une vibe d'animé. Bah ouais, bah c'est un animé. Ok, DC Comics, Warner Bros. Donc c'est un jeu de super-héros. Lego. Batman. Allez hop. Lego Batman.
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
But what did you have in mind?
Bon, pour les fans des jeux Lego et pour les fans... À chaque fois je dis ça hein, pour les fans mais... je sais pas, moi je joue pas du tout à ce jeu là donc... I'm Batman. I'm autistique. Et le Joker,
You wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
Catwoman. Bon, je dis tout ce que je sais hein, parce que je suis très très nul en super-héros. La Batmobile. Pas du tout. Ah si, c'est la Batmobile. Le pingouin ça. Oh, bon, il y a tous les héros de... et les anti-héros de base quoi. Lui, je sais plus comment il s'appelle. Ok, 2026, Lego Batman. Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Lego. Ok. Un nouveau jeu Lego. Il y en a pas mal des jeux Lego. Hein. Et c'est écouter la personne du développement du jeu.
Jonathan, welcome to
Bon, je fais vraiment la vidéo en live, hein, avec zéro montage et tout, je m'en bats les couilles. Parce que j'ai vu qu'il n'y avait pas beaucoup de vidéos donc de la Gamescom, donc je le fais.
To reveal this game tonight for the first time to you all and to the world. And that's not all. At Gamescom, you will be able to play Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Pretty amazing. All right, well, there will be a demo on the show floor for everyone. Now, let's break down that trailer because we see so many fan favorite references, to films and things like that. So, what is the story of this game?
This is the definitive, essential Batman story. We take you on Bruce Wayne's epic journey from origin to legend. You'll train with the League of Shadows. You'll fight crime on the streets of Gotham. And as the years go by, you'll establish your ultimate legacy as the Dark Knight. We've incorporated iconic moments and deep-cut references from decades of Batman movies, TV shows, comics, and games, all brought together and brought to life in our unique Lego world.
Well, we could not wait for it. Let's also talk about the combat, because we've got some real gameplay here of the combat, and I gotta say, feels like you're really amping things up here this time.
Oh, the team has created a really rich, deep combat system that's authentic to Batman's unique style. So, surrounded by enemies, you'll pull off powerful attacks, counters, and takedowns. You'll use cool gadgets like batarangs to stun enemies and the Batclaw to reel them in. For the first time, we've added difficulty levels, Caped Crusader and Dark Knight mode for those who want an extra challenge. And you'll build a new family of allies as you're joined by playable partner characters like Jim Gordon, Catwoman, Robin, Batgirl, each with their own gear, which you'll need as you take on a rogues gallery of villains from Joker, Penguin, and many more, including the mighty Bane, as you saw in the trailer, voiced by the incredible Matt Berry.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to see what you're packing into this game. It also looks like you have a bit of is it an open world Gotham? Is that fair to say this
time? Sure, that's right. Gotham is a playground, a Lego playground where you're free to explore. You can grapple from rooftop to rooftop, glide over the streets, or cruise around in your choice of Batmobile. This game has it all.
I think you've sold me on it. All right, John. I'm pretty hyped about it. It will be here playable, as we mentioned, for all you here in Germany. You can play Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight for the first time starting tomorrow on the Gamescom show floor. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Awesome. All right, now over to Shots with our next new game announcement exclusively on ONL.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Indeed, I find myself here in the audience. There we go. I find myself here in the audience. Thank you so much, Jeff. And some of the best fans at ONL. So is everybody having fun?
Mais c'est...
Well, we're just getting started. Still to come, we have an amazing musical performance from Claire Obscure Expedition 3. I can hardly wait. And also a new look at Resident Evil Requiem, as well as a bunch of other surprises. I know what you guys are excited for. I can hear it. But now it's time
for nouveau Resident Evil ou...
A long-awaited sequel that fans have been eager to see for nearly a decade.
We have fought the enemies of humanity across 1,000 worlds.
Oh! Un nouveau Warhammer. En vrai, je l'avais vu. Et je me suis un peu spoil, mais Warhammer Dawn of War. Enfin! Parce que le 2 est bien, le 3 est vraiment pas terrible. Que moi j'ai trouvé. C'est des Blood Angels, ça. Contre contre les Nécrons. Alors, un peu de gameplay, ok. Ouais, la vue elle est bizarre, non? Pourquoi ils ont fait ça comme ça? Ils ont fait un truc chelou là, non? C'est un mix nouveau-ancien, je sais pas si vous voyez ce que je veux dire. Ouais, Dawn of War 4. En vrai incroyable, mais je sais pas, le gameplay m'a paru étrange.
2 centuries after the last great conflict, the battle for Kronos begins again in Dawn of War 4 with 4 playable factions and over 70 missions. Dawn of War 4
Ouais, que 4 nations jouables. Hein.
to PC. All right, now it's time
C'est
for
ça
an
aussi qui est chiant.
unexpected update from the Monster
Bon,
Hunter
Dawn of War
Wilds
4,
team
prochainement,
about a
sûrement en
very special
2026.
crossover event.
Il y a 70 missions de campagne, apparemment plus 70. Et c'est un peu retour aux bases. Donc c'est pour ça qu'il y a un mix ancien-nouveau. Ok, bon, Final Fantasy. Ou Monster Hunter, je sais même pas. C'est les 2 jeux auxquels je joue pas, donc mais ces animaux ils sont... Ouais, c'est Final Fantasy ça. Le cactus là. Ah bah c'est les deux. Bon bah, oh, je suis grave chaud, j'ai jamais joué aux jeux, mais je sais. Bon voilà, une collab. Bon, ok, bon, Monster Hunter Wild. Oui, bah ça on peut déjà y jouer. Ouais, bon, ça c'est vraiment pas des jeux auxquels je joue. Quoi. Ok, collab, Monster Hunter Wild et Final Fantasy 14. Pareil, j'avoue, c'est ce qu'ils ont. Les devs de Square Enix.
Translate for us. Well, guys, it's great to have you both together here at Gamescom. Ryozo-san, what can you tell us about this collaboration?
Hey, thank you, Jeff. ドイツの皆さん、配信をご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。今日ですね、このファイナルファンタジー14との特別なコラボレーションを発表できたことを本当に嬉しく思ってます。
Thank you, Jeff. Good evening to everyone at Gamescom and all the friends watching online. Today, we're very excited to announce a special collaboration with Final Fantasy XIV.
ですね、モンスターハンターワールドの時にもコラボさせてもらったんですけど、その時もですね、吉田さんとまたちょっと機会あったらどっかでやれたらいいですねみたいな話をしてたんですけど、今回それが実現しました。今日お見せした、映像はですね、まだ一部でして、詳細は、来月皆様にお伝えできると思いますので、そちらの方を注目していただけたらと思います。あとですね、今回もですね、吉田さんと、スクエアエニックスのスタッフの皆さん、本当に全面協力していただいたことをですね、感謝してます。吉田さん、ありがとうございます。はい。で、ここからですね、ぜひ吉田さんにバトンタッチして、感想をいただけたらと思っております。
After our collaboration in Monster Hunter World, I remember talking to Yoshida-san and discussing how much we wanted to do it again, and now we're very thrilled to make it happen. What we showed you is just a little glimpse of what's to come, so please look out for more information that's coming next month. But of course, Yoshida-san and the Square Enix team have been working just as hard with us on this special collaboration. So I'd like to not only thank him, but turn it over to him to share some thoughts.
Guten Tag, Gamescom! まずはこのような素敵な場所に招いていただいたジェフさん、それから我々にね、いつも本当にたくさんのインスピレーションをくれる良三さん、それからカプコンの開発チーム、そして何よりゲームファンの皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。
Guten Tag, Gamescom. First of all, I'd like to thank Jeff for having us here and Ryozo-san for all the inspiration, the Capcom team for working on this special collaboration, and to everyone enjoying our games. Thank you so much.
Ok, bon bah voilà. Hein.
まあ
Voilà,
今
voilà, voilà.
良三さんの方からもちょっとご紹
Ouais,
介
c'est
い
pas
ただ
des
き
jeux
ま
qui
したけ
m'intéressent
ど
donc.、
まあ、モンスターハンターワールドの時にもご一緒させていただいて、今回それに引き続き第2弾ということで、モンスターハンターワイルズとも、我々クロスオーバーと呼んでですね、全面協力して、コンテンツ開発してきました。
As Ryozo-san mentioned, we worked together on Monster Hunter World, and we wanted to make it happen again, and it's happening for Monster Hunter Wilds. We would call it a crossover, and we're very happy to make this happen with all of our efforts joined together.
もちろんクロスオーバーですので、ファイナルファンタジー14側にも、スペシャルなバトルコンテンツご用意しております。今日は先ほどねティザートレーラーとして、モンスターハンターワイルズ側の映像を見ていただきましたが、我々もちょっとだけ映像をご用意してきました。
Since this is a crossover collaboration, not only Monster Hunter Wilds, but Final Fantasy XIV would also be having a special collaboration content inside it. Outside of the trailer we just saw, Final Fantasy XIV has also prepared a short trailer to show you what you can get.
Wow, all right. Well, thank you so much. Ryozo-san, Yoshida-san, here's the trailer.
Et on peut passer à autre chose.
Something brought us back to this place.
Resident Evil.
Something that knows us. Knows the rules. But what if this wasn't the place, after all? Look around you. They can see you. Do you believe this is real? This isn't a game. It's a test. But do you ever ask yourself, what are we here for? We're here to play.
Pas du tout.
Are you ready to play? Welcome to the world's biggest gaming playground, Game On. 500,000 people, 1,500 exhibitors, endless games to explore right here in Cologne. Discover rising stars at Gamescom Awesome Indies. Step into the cosplay universe, on-site or online.
Ça a l'air stylé quand même. Hein. Peut-être un jour j'irai.
Become the hero. Experience live shows, esports battles, and creator events in the Gamescom event arena. Not in Cologne? Go to Gamescom.global. Stream the highlights on Gamescom Now. Vote in the Gamescom Award. Or dive into our Gamescom studio on Twitch and YouTube. And of course, we're here to play. Join the fun in our community RPG, Gamescom Epics. Loot awaits. We care. Gamescom runs on 100% renewable energy and puts accessibility first. The whole city joins in at the Gamescom City Festival. It doesn't stop there. The whole world comes together, not only here in Cologne, but also at Gamescom Latam, Gamescom Asia, and beyond. Welcome to Cologne. Welcome to Gamescom. All over the world.
Ah, pardon. À chaque fois, je tape dans le micro.
Gamescom Opening Night Live.
C'est du 20 au 24.
I'm ready to game, all right, and that was only a glimpse of what is to come here at Gamescom, the biggest playground in the world, and what it has in store for you. We're here to play, and the fun is just getting started. So, Jeff, what's next? Is it anything good?
I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a video game, I can tell you that much. Last year at the Game Awards, we had the honor of announcing the long-awaited return of one of Capcom's most iconic action series, Onimusha.
And tonight, we take the next step on that journey. Here's a brand new look at Onimusha, Way of the Sword, coming in 2026.
2026. Onimusha.
To think something like this was right under the city. What fearsome power! Be careful!
Pas très beau, hein.
Righteous! And after everything you and your awful kind put him through, too. Were you feeling left out? Here, let me show you something to cheer you up.
Nua is controlling this lightning.
I don't have time for these stupid games.
I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, do enjoy.
The automated industry complex will be the link, connecting and uniting every fragment of this shattered world. This is the driving force that will keep us going. Continuous improvement is essential for keeping pace with advancements in technology.
C'est cool.
We don't simply talk about our dreams. We do what we can to make them a reality. All operators accounted for. The team is ready for the mission.
Ça a l'air marrant. Je sais pas s'il y a de la gestion, un peu du tower défense. Enfield. Ah, c'est pas sur Steam. Hé hé hé. Mince, pardon. Putain, on dirait un peu un truc à la Grepolis. Ah, c'est un Crusader King, ok, d'accord. Enfin, on dirait. Enfin, c'est un mix de. Quoi? Ah, c'est Europa Universalis 5. Ok. Et du coup, Enfield, c'est un RPG, mais ouais, on sait pas trop. Bon, on verra. Oh, c'est quoi ça encore? Il y a vraiment beaucoup de jeux un peu what the fuck, hein. Mais après, pourquoi pas, hein. Ok, d'accord, c'est un... Ok, c'est un jeu de mecha. Faut battre des monstres, t'as un mecha, tu voles. Ok. Comment il s'appelle le jeu avec la meuf là que tout le monde cosplay, qui a les yeux bandés et... J'ai pensé à ça. Il s'appelle 2B ou je sais plus, B2, je sais plus. Ok. Demon X Machina. Ok, d'accord. Ok. Bon, ça c'est un jeu auquel je jouerai pas, c'est sûr et certain. Ça a l'air vraiment chelou. Ok, tu dois pouvoir améliorer tes armes de plein de manières différentes pour faire le plus de dégâts possible. Void Breaker. Void Breaker. Void Breaker, il est en ligne. Vous pouvez y jouer maintenant. C'est en accès anticipé. Il coûte 16 € actuellement. Et apparemment, les avis, 237 avis, très positifs. Pourquoi pas essayer?
Not to mention how faithfully it brought Bethesda's game world to life. Well, later this year, the series returns to Prime Video for Season 2. To tell us more, please welcome to ONL some very special guests. Series executive producer Jonathan Nolan, executive producer Geneva Robertson-Dorrit, and stars Ella Purnell and Aaron Moten.
Fallout. Ok, il y a quoi comme jeu Fallout?
Everybody, great to see you all. Welcome to Cologne and Gamescom. Jonah, you know, we've got 5,000 Fallout fans here in the hall tonight. Millions more watching online.
C'est la série ou... Parce que j'ai pas vu la série, donc... Bah, peut-être que je la regarde aussi.
Gamescom is actually really kind of where it started for us in the journey on this show. 2 years ago, we asked Todd Howard to come here and show the very first footage that anyone had seen anywhere of the first season. We didn't come because we figured if the reception was negative, we'd just blame it on Todd. So we're back, and given that history, it's that much more disappointing that we didn't bring any footage to show you guys.
Well, let's talk a bit about Season 2. As we see behind us, it looks like we're headed to New Vegas, right, Janelle?
Yes, Lucy and the Ghoul ended last season dealing with a lot of family troubles. So we thought it would only be right to send them to the most family-friendly town in the Wasteland to go deal with their shit. And along the way, we're really excited to take them all to some of our favorite locations from the game.
Oh my God, yeah, it's such a classic game, and we're very excited to see what you have in store for us for Season 2. Ella, it's great to see you again. Thanks for coming out to Cologne.
Hello.
Last time we saw you was at Game Awards when Fallout won Best Adaptation. You were up against yourself in Arcane, and you won for Fallout. Congratulations. We want to talk about Lucy's journey in Season 2. You know, how do you think her exposure to the Wasteland is going to sort of affect her Vulture sensibilities this time?
Yes. The question is, what is she gonna do when she finds her dad?
Ah voilà, c'est la meuf qui doit jouer Lucy dans la série Fallout. Ah, elle est magnifique cette meuf. Je connaissais pas.
Justice, I think a central question of the season is whether Lucy will transform the Ghoul or whether the Ghoul will transform Lucy and how much they will influence each other.
Okay, I like it. Aaron, let's talk a bit about Maximus. He went through quite an evolution last season. Now that Lucy and Ghoul are kind of heading to New Vegas, tell us about Maximus. How does he get deeper into the Brotherhood of Steel this season?
So deep.
Yes.
So
Tell
deep,
us
Jeff.
more.
Yeah, when we first met Maximus, all he wanted was to be a knight. And now, in very Fallout fashion, it's a little bit of a careful what you wish for moment. So here he is now with his newfound
Du coup, c'est Maximus.
trying to make the
Je
world a
pense,
better
hein.
place in extremely, or I guess deeply flawed society.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we cannot wait to see what you guys have in store for season 2. Let's talk a bit about Ghoul. Can we expect more sort of Cooper Howard flashbacks as well in season 2?
Yes, absolutely. Cooper Howard and the Ghoul, played by the amazing Walton Goggins, definitely coming back. We have so much more to do. Obviously, we ended the last season with Cooper Howard dealing with, I think, a very common marriage problem. What do you do when you find out your spouse is planning nuclear war? And so he's going to figure that out. And as he does, he's going to uncover a greater conspiracy with huge implications for the Wasteland.
All right, well, we'll look forward to seeing how that unravels. Now, season 1, of course, was known for amazing original characters that you guys built in the Fallout world. We thought that was so cool. But now that you're diving a little more directly into New Vegas, I think the fans here want to know, are we going to see any more direct ties to the video game and characters, locations in this season?
Well, we're super proud of the original story that Geneva and Graham are telling. But there was one character in particular from New Vegas that I was really excited at the possibility of seeing a little bit more from. We're writers, we're no good at describing this stuff. Maybe we should, pictures worth 1,000 words?
Oh.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like then we might get to hear a little bit more Ciela season 2. Is that possible tonight?
Well, I don't know, Jeff. I heard you like world premieres.
We like those, right, guys? Right, Gamescom?
Gamescom. All right, Gamescom. Here's the world premiere of our teaser trailer for season 2 of Fallout. Streaming this December on Fallout Prime
World
Video
Premiere, la saison
all over
2
the world.
de la série Fallout.
Amazing. All right, let's check it out. Thanks so much, guys. Here we go.
Moi, j'ai pas vu la saison 1. Apparemment, c'est pas trop mal. Des commentaires que j'ai entendus.
I'm looking for someone. Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McClane?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over, but the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
And no.
Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do.
But
And what I do is I know everything.
J'aime bien cet acteur.
I know there's a war coming.
Il jouait dans Les 8 salopards, je crois. J'aime bien ce film.
The bombs will only be the beginning. My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family.
Lui là.
I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Ok, le 17 décembre saison 2 sur Prime Video de Fallout.
How about that? That looks incredible. Deathclaw, of course, in our first look at the new season, and Robert House is Jonathan Tease, played by Justin Theroux. It is an amazing Gamescom exclusive, and we've got another one for you. The first drop of the all-new Season 2 posters. We cannot wait to see what Lucy, Maximus, and the Ghoul have in store for us when Fallout Season 2 begins December 17th, with new episodes premiering weekly on Prime Video. All right, now back to you, Shox.
Thank you so much. That looks so awesome. I can't wait. But last year, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was acclaimed for its incredible gameplay and story. And next month, the adventure continues with The Order of Giants, a story expansion with new puzzles and foes. Here is your first look at the gameplay and a special announcement.
Alors, c'est Indiana Jones.
What do you know about the legend of the Nameless Crusader?
Fierce warrior.
Lucas Star, bah ouais. Indiana Jones. C'est une extension ou c'est le 2? J'ai pas joué mais j'ai vu un let's play, c'est pas trop mal.
Pope Paul IV had an item of this crusader in his possession, his helmet.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see the helmet, I'll leave it exactly as I found it. Sound good?
Oops.
Giant guardians. Their roots go way, way back. Worshipped by the Mithras cult.
I can't believe you dare to investigate this.
Impressive for a snake.
Putain, on dirait un truc Harry Potter. L'ambiance Harry Potter un peu. Ça parlait des croisés et tout.
It says Semper Vivus. Always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
Le plus gros secret de l'ancienne Rome. Oh, le Colisée. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. The Order of Giants. Septembre 2024, donc c'est un nouveau jeu Indiana Jones. Et pourquoi pas, parce que le premier avait très bien marché. Ah, ça c'est aussi sur Nintendo Switch, ok. Oh, il va coûter 70 balles aussi. Waouh, waouh, waouh. Ah non, c'est une extension, pardon. Ouais, pardon, c'est une extension. C'est une extension du jeu qui est sorti en décembre 2024. Deadpool en réalité virtuelle. Sur MetaQuest, ok.
Galaxy-spanning streaming network is expanding. Nice imagery. To score eyeballs, I need talent. Now that is efficient exposition. The biggest, baddest, bastards recruited across time and space. They require persuasion. Look who it is. Spyro Gyro, a deluxe portal for two, if you please. Adoring fans will be watching your every move.
Bon, ça peut être fun en vrai, hein, si vous avez un MetaQuest, ça peut être marrant. Je jouerai pas parce que je n'ai pas de casque, mais ça peut être cool.
Yeah, that's right. Mojo is in Deadpool VR 2, voiced by John Leguizamo. Now, on to this next. world premiere.
World Premiere, comme dirait Jean-Baptiste Chaud. Je sais pas s'il va faire de vidéos sur la Gamescom, je pense. Hein. Je le fais dans mon cours parce que comme je disais, j'en ai pas vu beaucoup. Enfin, même pas beaucoup, enfin vraiment que des condensés. Donc je fais bon, je vais faire le premier à être vu. Moi ça me plaît. Donc. World of Tanks. Oh, c'est World of Tanks, ça c'est sûr. Après, je me suis pas spoil, hein, donc je ne sais pas, mais je pense que c'est World of Tanks. Vu la DA. Genre mix réalité, mix jeu. World of Tanks, c'était sûr. 2.0, ok. Le 3 septembre, ok. Grosse mise à jour de World of Tanks. Du coup, après le jeu, ça fait tellement des années qu'il existe. J'y jouais, putain, je sais pas, il y a 10 ans World of Tanks.
Featuring 16 tier 11 tanks and tons of new and upgraded features.
Absolutely. All right, next. Saber and Focus delivered Space Marine 2, one of the most fun action games of the generation. Well, next year they are set to do it again in John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. This FPS action game combines classic 80s action horror with over-the-top humor.
Well, here is the world gameplay premiere of John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
Par Focus.
You see my new toy?
Ça ressemble à un... Le Moromina L, mais ça doit pas être ça. Hein. Avec des véhicules et tout. Hein. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Alors ça c'est vraiment un jeu auquel je jouerais pas quoi. Mais pourquoi pas pour les mecs qui aiment bien les jeux de zombies, je vais pas dire fan encore.
Super fun. All right, our next reveal comes from a true legend of game design, Ron Gilbert, the mind behind Monkey Island, Maniac Mansion, so many other classic games that defined the golden age of point-and-click adventure games in the 80s and 90s. I loved those games growing up. Well, now Ron is back with something completely new and completely unexpected. It's called Death by Scrolling, a roguelike, vertically scrolling RPG set in purgatory where you'll battle waves of enemies, hoard gold, and do everything you can to stay one step ahead of the Grim Reaper herself. Here's the first ever look.